Hello friends. Today we have an Honor phone for repair. The full name is Honor 8A. As you can see, our display is overexposed and spots are visible on it. The display is peeled off at the corner. It looks like they sat down on him because the body is deformed. Let's peel off the broken protective glass in order to see what condition the display module is in. And so friends, what do we see here? The glass is broken unfortunately, but it seems to work. Let's check it out. The client asked not to change the display, but only to replace the USB socket. The display works in all places, but we see white dots. The display was told not to change due to the fact that the budget is limited. For good, it would be to replace the display and align the frame of the phone. But since it works, let's leave it as it is. Now we will disassemble the phone. But cracks in the glass can damage the matrix itself during parsing. So you need to be extremely careful. And so friends, let's start disassembling the phone. First, do not forget to pull out the SIM tray. Otherwise you will bend it and may damage the phone's board itself. By the way, let's show you how the glass is broken closer. At the edges, parts of the glasses are missing at the tips. The glass was badly damaged in 2 places. And so friends, we removed the back cover. The problem will also arise when assembling the phone because we will need to squeeze the phone in order for the cover to snap into place. And squeezing can damage the display. Working with broken phones is much more difficult than working with whole ones. Therefore, we will be extremely careful and careful. Removed the cover and disconnected the cable going to the fingerprint. Let's straighten the lid. And sir, they removed the plate in order to disconnect the battery. We do this in order not to close the board. The battery is disconnected. Now we disassemble the bottom of the phone. Look friends, we have long screws everywhere except for one short screw. We remember where it is. Disconnected the cable that goes to the board and the coaxial cable. Next, we need to remove the bottom board, but it is most likely glued on a double-sided tape. So we will heat it up with a hairdryer. Here is a black double-sided tape that was attached to the handkerchief. The USB connector is filled with compound. I will peel it off under a microscope. There is no damage where the compound is filled, but inside there is a very large wear of the connector. Therefore, the USB connector in any case needs to be changed. Let's start cleaning the compound. I cleaned the compound. Let's install the board in a special carrier. And now we will dismantle the USB with a hairdryer. Be sure to see if we will melt some elements next to the USB connector. There is a microphone next to the USB. It is necessary to protect it, otherwise we can melt the membrane inside the microphone there. I will close it with a special thermal tape. The USB connector has been dismantled. Now we need to clean the remaining compound so that it does not interfere with us. Now clean the board with isopropanol. Now you need to prepare a place for landing a new USB. We need to remove all the solder. I will do this with a soldering iron and a copper braid. You can also drill out excess solder. But now I will do it with a copper braid. It is necessary to apply the flux to the solder and to the braid, then we begin to remove the solder. As you can see, I managed to remove all the solder. Now I will clean the surface and show you what happened under the microscope. You see 5 main contacts. And look at the fact that the holes are now without solder. Now you need to find the same USB. I hope that I have it. Let me look for the same USB. Excellent friends. I have the same USB and it fits perfectly on the landing site. I will solder it with a soldering iron because with a hairdryer we can melt the plastic that is inside the USB connector. Soldering iron to do it longer but better. Let's do that. We turn on the soldering iron and set it to 420 degrees Celsius. I will solder using the balls that were left for the BGA repair. You can use any solder, any will do. Now you need to apply flux to the place of soldering. I always solder 5 main contacts first and then additional ones. Now solder additional contacts that hold the USB connector. Now let's clean up the USB and show you what we got. Let's see the result. The side contacts are soldered perfectly, and also the main 5 contacts are also soldered perfectly. The result was better than they do at the factory. Now you need to assemble the phone and check how it charges. Let's connect the charger to the phone. The phone is charging. Now it shows 68%. Let's wait for 70% and make sure the phone is charging. Let's look at how much the phone is charged. Shows 77%. The phone is charging. Everything is fine. Now we need to collect it. We need to assemble very carefully because we can damage the display. Now we need to make a choice. Now glue the display or after we close the back cover. I think that it is better to glue the display module first so that the glasses do not crumble when assembling the phone. Therefore, I will do so. First I glue the display to the frame. Now you need to remove the glue before it dries. And so friends, 5 hours have passed. Let's try to start the phone. The pasting dough works fine. Great friends, our display is working fine. This concludes the video. I hope it was helpful. Subscribe to the channel, put your fingers up and good luck with your repairs. Bye bye.